Alright, welcome back to Shave and Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. Hi y'all on Monday afternoon. So it's been a while. Been a couple of minutes since we did a video. Been crazy busy at work and other things, and it just sometimes things slip by the way, right? Way it goes. But anyway, we got work tonight, so worked some this weekend. It got all blown up because of a scheduling snafu. These things have happened, but I was going to ride over to Lafayette one day and got called into work, and the next day when I was scheduled to work, someone else was already scheduled to work. So what was supposed to happen was the day I got called in, which was Saturday, I should have worked. And then the person who they had on the schedule for Saturday, that of course didn't show up because he wasn't told to, worked Sunday. So anyway, these things will happen. These things will happen. So I woke up a little while ago to a thunderstorm, booming and banging, which is not that bad a thing down here sometimes. Can be. Some of y'all may have been seeing the news reports coming out of a little place called Rolling Fork, Mississippi. Silver City, Mississippi, Amory, Mississippi, which is up in the north of the state. Rolling Fork is kind of down in the center over towards the river. Rolling Fork is actually where I grew up. That's I went to school in Rolling Fork, and seeing all the pictures of everything, it just flatly leveled that side of town that it came through, and seeing the pictures and everything, it's just devastating there. They were showing that the local Chuck's, it's called, the dairy bar, and it's been there forever. I remember Chuck's from when I was, like second and third grade. I think I went to school there from the second to the ninth grade, if I remember correctly. But anyway, I know I went there through the ninth grade. I think we started in the second. But anyhow, it was in an old building, then it moved into a new spot, and then it was there forever. And they had the best hamburgers. They put a chili and slaw on their hamburgers. It's called a Chuck burger. You can still get them. That family doesn't own it anymore. The Hardens own it now. They did an article with Tammy Harden where she talked about how when they heard the hurricane was there, they all jumped into the cooler, and that's how the staff survived, was in the cooler. And then it was blocked after the hurricane, so someone had to move some stuff around outside to get them out of the cooler. I think that's all that was left on the slab was the cooler, though. Wasn't much left if there was anything after it. All the businesses down that side of town, like they were destroyed. Funeral home, where we, buried a lot of people over the years. My mom's funeral was in that funeral home and everything, flattened. Across the street, there was a picture of two 18-wheelers with grain trailers piled up on top of debris. They've been actually picked up at 18-wheelers, two of them, piling them up on top of stuff. The old creek bank, all the old trees are stripping down and everything. Luckily, all of my family were safe. Out around the river, out where the farm is, it didn't touch down out there, so they were all okay. And Anguilla, Mississippi caught some. I've got some kin in Anguilla. They were all okay. So got lucky in that aspect, that the family. But there were 24, 26 people that weren't so lucky. And then up in the north part of the state, up in Amory, Carroll County, Mississippi, up there, I've got kin folks up there, and from what I hear, that's where my grandmother's people came from. And from what I hear, they're all okay also. So always a blessing when they make it through. But that's that's something. Seeing the aerial photos and everything, it's rough. Okay, on to the shave today. 1914. What we call the little alley catcher, although we do not allow it as a alley catcher at Toast in the clan of catchers. So it's got a top cap on it. Alley catchers in the proper sense, in Fuzzy's opinion, don't have the top cap, so I don't allow them. So Toast was offline for a few days. I don't know exactly how many. And what had happened was, when I picked up the domain name, toast3.com, I also picked up toast3.org. And I kept it originally so that nobody would get it, I think. Probably what happened was I was looking at several different I wanted Toast.com, I think, but I was looking at several different hosted sites to host after we had to move out of the Pro boards. But anyway, whatever it was, I got a notice that it needed renewing, and I renewed it, and I thought that was renewing the current one for Toast, and it wasn't. So Toast went unrenewed until I figured out, and I'm not as attentive these days as being over there as I have been. But we'll have to. But anyway, I got it fixed, so it's back up. That's one reason I understand there's so few people post over there is because old Fuzzy will forget to pay the bill and it gets shut down for a day or two, and that upsets people. And I understand. People have offered to help pay, but no, we can't do that. Can't share the, that's mine to do. But anyway, all right, so we're using Kiss My Face Mint Cream out of the tube. Now the reason that we're doing this shave is because I did this shave last week. One night before I went to work. I worked a lot of afternoons last week, so whatever time of day it was before I went to work, I did this shave, and it was absolutely incredible. It was a wonderful shave. So I wanted to redo it on video. Kiss My Face is a very nice cream, and I used to could find it local. I'm thinking I still can. I haven't been by the Sprouts. The Whole Foods quit selling it the last time I was there. I don't go to Whole Foods very much at all. But I went with somebody here a while back and they had quit selling it. But they opened up a Sprouts somewhere else I don't go very often. But again, I went with somebody and they were carrying it. So I'm going to have to check back. This tube is just about empty. And see if they are still carrying a Kiss My Face. It's I know, vegan and all that kind of stuff, I guess. But it does a good job. Generally not as expensive as some other stuff, or used to not be. I don't know about now. I haven't bought any in a long time. But hear the thunder picking up. Hash brown's camped out at my feet here in the bathroom. Hash brown does not like bad weather. Lena doesn't care. I think she's over on the bed sleeping in there. But Lena doesn't care about the bad weather. Hash brown, on the other hand, does not like bad weather at all. And he's mostly pit bull. Pit bull and Jack Russell. Don't know if I've ever mentioned that before, but pit bull and Jack Russell. I don't know how that mix came about. It seemed like there'd have to be a step stool or a little ladder or something involved with all the Jack Russells I've seen. But anyway, whatever the reason, that's what he is. But he does not like the weather. And it sounds like we got another, it had quieted down, like we got another thunderstorm rolling through. Yes, using our Williams mug. It's not just for Williams Wendy's, boys and girls. Had this mug made at Walmart. I took this picture. This is the picture I use for my avatars. And it's, well, I had one sitting right here. It's one of these. 1907-ish, ever ready, on top of a cake of Williams. So anyway, that's what we're using. So let's get a little witch hazel out here. A couple of quick shout outs. Miss Susie, how you been? I haven't talked to Dad in a little while. I need to give him a call. I get busy and don't talk to folks. I did send my brother a happy birthday text, and I keep up with my sister. She likes to stomp my behind in Words with Friends. It's kind of an online Scrabble type game. She likes to come through and just absolutely tear my behind up. But that's all right. Mom we used to play cards, a game called Canasta. Mom used to say all's fair in love, war, and canasta. And that pretty much goes in any game that you're playing. You can't get mad when, even if it's family, you can't get mad when you get beat. Everybody's got to play to the fullest, and it's just war. But anyway, I hope you're doing all right, Miss Susan, over there where you is. My buddy Aaron in Houston, not to be confused with Aaron Ordinary Shaver. Now, Ordinary Shaver, let me throw that in real quick. Ordinary Shaver's back making some videos. If you ain't checked him out, check him out. Buddy of mine, he's also from Texas, just a different part. But Aaron from Houston, how you doing? Oh boy, how about my friends up north? How you doing, Patrick? How's it going in Canada? Eh? Everything all right? Miss Katie up there. Hope she's doing well also. I got my my moose head is on the gun cabinet now, where I can see it every so often when I walk by there. So here's to y'all. Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to do it for today. We're going to finish up with Polar Ice. Speaking of Canadians, I like this stuff. It's not too heavy. Got a little menthol in it. It's a nice scent. I've got this one in the Oriental Spice, I think they call it. I think they're still making some of these. I was going to get, they had one they called Oat Moss that I always wanted to get, and I never got it. And the last time I looked, I couldn't find it. I don't think they make that one anymore, but I haven't looked in a while, so that could be all very much outdated information. But I like boosters. The two I have, I think are really, 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 really good. We're going to go ahead and clean this here razor, old razor blade up. Hold it by the spine. Remember, that's the important thing. You can hold it by the spine. I think that's one reason they're even still making these, is because people in the medical field, they can take them by the spine and they can cut specimens and stuff with them. I think that's one of the bigger reasons that these are even still being made. But whatever the reason, I'm glad for it. So there we go. That's what's going on in my world. We're going to go out and make another rainy night at work, which I should be inside. So if there's not any building leaks, or we don't have any too bad of weather come through where it messes anything up on the grounds, it shouldn't affect my night being a rainy night. Patrol driver may not be able to, if it's raining really hard or winds get really strong, we stop the patrol driver outside for safety. So it may affect his night a little bit, but you know, we'll see what goes on. That's all you can do, is go and see what goes on. All right, well, there we go. That's what we got tonight. Still praying for the folks out there in Rolling Fork and Carroll County. A little old place called Silver City. Up around a little old place called Silver City, there's an even littler place called Midnight, Mississippi. My mom was born in a house out behind the cotton gin in Midnight, Mississippi, which is right up there around where everything came through. I don't know what happened with Midnight. But there we go. All right, well, you know, y'all have a good night. We'll see you next time. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, happy shaves to you.